Fernando, first of all, how does it feel to be a Liverpool player, and why is he so keen on coming to Liverpool?
¿Cómo? Bueno, creo que I'm very happy to be joining the club. It's an excellent opportunity. It's a fantastic opportunity for me to be joining one of the best clubs in Europe, a club with a winning mentality and a fantastic history and a great present. I think you don't get opportunities like this every day in your life, and it's a train that I couldn't let go by. I didn't want to miss it. I've decided that after so much time in Atleti, this was the moment. I think it's been important, the confidence shown in me by both the manager and the club, and all those things have helped me make the decision.
How much of an influence was Rafa Benitez on Fernando's decision to come here?
Bueno, pues anteriormente no
I hadn't known the manager personally before, but from the first moment that I managed to speak to him, it was important, the confidence shown in me by him. Obviously, a club like Liverpool have the opportunity to sign almost anyone in the world of football, so it's something which fills you with a lot of surprise and at the same time a lot of pride when they show interest in you, and that was fundamental, that confidence shown.
We understand it's a very large transfer fee, probably a club record. Does he feel any pressure because of that, and also the fact that he's been given the number 9 shirt, which has such a history at Liverpool?
I think that figures that have been mentioned are bound to bring a little bit of added pressure, but I think when you sign for a club like Liverpool, you know that you've got to be ready to bear any sort of pressure, whatever that pressure may be. And of course, the importance, I'm very much aware of the importance and the history of the number 9. And the importance that's attached to wearing it. I know that demands are high on me as a footballer, but I believe in hard work, and I know that expectations are high, but with that hard work I believe that I can work hard to try and fulfil those expectations.
How difficult do you think it might be to adapt to the style of the Premiership?
I think that Liverpool are a slightly different case when you come to settle into playing England as a Spaniard. I've spoken with teammates already, and there are lots of them obviously from the Spanish league, and they'll be able to give them the benefit of their experience. So I think any settling in process is going to be made a lot easier by the very fact there are so many Spaniards here.
We understand, is it true that he turned down a move to Chelsea last year?
I don't think it really does any good to speak about things that have happened in the past. I just want to repeat what I said this morning, really, in my press conference this morning. That as soon as I heard of Liverpool's interest, that was the only offer that I wanted my club to consider. I'll just repeat that what I said this morning.
And what does he know about the other strikers here, and who is he looking forward to playing with?
I think whenever you go somewhere to a new club for the first time, you've got to go with a kind of humble attitude and a modest attitude, and you realise that you've got to work from day one. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be working from day one. I'm looking forward to beginning training and getting to know, having that opportunity to get to know my teammates more closely. We know that it's a big club like Liverpool. There's always going to be competition for places, but what you have to do is make sure that you're in a position to make choices difficult for the manager.
Just finally from me, a lot of people will think that Fernando is the type of player who will score a lot of goals at Liverpool and help them push for the Premiership title. Does he feel that Liverpool will be a team capable of winning trophies next season, in particular the Premiership?
I think that Liverpool are the type of club that is always hoping and aspiring to win trophies. Their history and their recent past give proof of that. But I'll be certainly trying my hardest and giving my little bit, making my little effort to try and improve that record and improve our chances and improve the team a little.
Por su historia, por su presente, ya cada año compite por ganar títulos.
Rafa, you've had to wait quite a while to be able to spend some money and bring a player in like Fernando. You must be very happy that he's finally here.
Yeah, I'm really pleased. We were working, the club, the people in the club were working, trying to find the best players for us, and then Fernando was our target, and we needed to work hard. We know that it's expensive, but not as much as people say, and also we know that we are bringing a young player with a great present and a great future.
Do you think you're effectively buying a player with great potential, and that's what the money is, an investment if you like?
Yeah, I think that financially and also on the pitch, I think that in both cases we are doing a very good business, because he's a good player. He's the player that we wanted, the kind of player that we need, with passion, with everything for scoring a lot of goals. I am not thinking about 20 goals each year. I prefer to have 4 strikers with 15 goals, no? Then he can do all these things, and also because he's 23, because he's a player that you know that there are no strikers in the market, then always it's a very good investment.
You can guarantee that fans will expect that he will score 20 goals a season or something like that.
Yeah.
Is it part of your job to try and take that pressure off him and make him feel that he can play a natural game?
The question is, if you know him, he has experience. He's a player that was playing in first division with 17 years, no? When he was 17 years old, then I think that he can manage the pressure, and he knows that will be an important player. But he was the captain in Atletico de Madrid, and they were trying to win trophies in the last years, and he was always under pressure. And then I think that he can manage with the pressure, and for sure we will help him. The staff and the other teammates, they will help him, no problem.
The fans, as I say, will expect goals, but you see him as an all-round player. Do you see other skills that he has that make him an important part of your side?
Yeah, he has power, he has pace, he can win in the air, he can score goals, he can dribble it, and he can do a lot of things. Then the kind of a striker that he is for us is different, no, to the other strikers that we have in this moment. We'll bring Boron in, and him, both players, they can play between the lines, they can run behind the defenders, and I think that is another kind of player, and really could be a big difference, no.
We saw another Spanish striker come in a couple of years ago in Fernando Torres, who was said to have an excellent track record and had scored a lot of goals in Europe. Similar in some ways to Fernando, but in what ways is he different, and what ways do you think he will be a success as opposed to Fernando Torres being not quite such a success?
In both cases I can say that both they wanted to come. That is the first thing, no. Both players reduced their wages because they had big wages, and it's a big contract for us, but he wanted to come, he reduced his wages, and that is very, very positive. In this, both things are similar. The difference between Fernando and Fernando is that he's younger, then he's always easier. He's desperate for winning trophies. He wants to win everything, and when I started talking with him, he always said, it's a dream, I want to go. Then he was ready, mentally he was ready, and I hope that will be physically ready. And then it's different also to Morientes, because he's quicker, he's stronger. Morientes had another skills, no, he was a very good finisher, but Fernando is a player that can run behind the defenders and can play in the wide areas or can go between the lines to receive the ball. No, he's a different kind of player, but both they had very good mentality.
You brought in Fernando, you also, as you mentioned, brought in Andrei Voronin. That means you've got 5 strikers effectively. Does that mean that we might see one of your strikers leaving Anfield before long?
Yeah, we were working also in these things during the summer. No, the players they know, which is my idea, and I could read today in the press that Crouch is one of our strikers. That is clear. I said to him, he must fight for his position, the same as Fernando or the other strikers. But I like to change players, you know, the rotation policy. Then I like to have good strikers, and if you have different options, you can manage in different games. No?
There's been a lot of talk of the possibility of Craig Bellamy leaving. Is that a possibility?
He knows my idea. He's our player in this moment, and then we will see which is the future. But it's clear that we have new players here, and then it will be more difficult for some of the players.
But at the moment, you're happy for him to be here, and he's still a part of your plans.
Are you talking about Torres?
Talking about Bellamy.
I am really happy with Torres here.
Right. Okay. We'll discuss that one another time, maybe. Do you expect to be in action in the transfer market again soon?
Yeah, we are, as always, working, trying to find good players for us. We have Leto, Lucas, Leiva, and Voronin, and now Torres, and we continue working. It's clear that we need to improve if we want to be contenders, because you will say to me the next question, with Torres, can you be contenders? Can you fight for the title? And I think that we need something more. No, it's clear that with Fernando we will improve, but if we can find another players good enough for us, I think that we will have better balance. And when you talk about the Premier League, you talk about 9 months, you need a bigger squad.
Is one of those players Gabriel Heinze of Manchester United?
He's playing now the American Cup, no? Then it's Manchester United player.
And after that, will you be trying to get in touch with Manchester United about him, do you think?
We have some names, but especially we are looking for wingers.
Thank you very much, Rafa.
Thank you. Cheers.